My name is Reverend Suriba Joseph Kamara. I am the chair of the Advisory Council of Mali. Talking about the theme of this forum, I would say it has been a real blessing to me. I myself grew up in a traditional family, a very large extended family. So to talk about the traditional family, its evolution and implications for ministry, it has been really a blessing, and the speaker who talked about that, explored that, and talked about some of the challenges and what should be the role of World Vision. And when I listened to those roles of World Vision she put out there, this just reminded me of the role of the families and of the churches. So I was really impressed by this theme and the way it was different presentations. Presentation by the children. Even the devotions touch bases on those challenges that are out there because of the evolution of the traditional family. So thank you for the opportunity given to me to share my feelings about this theme of the forum.
My name is Dr. Adelaide Kastner. I am the Vice Chair for World Vision Ghana Advisory Council. I am very excited to be here to be part of the Africa Forum. It is essential and it is very timely, especially the theme talking about the traditional family, evolution and its implication for ministry, and especially ministry for World Vision. The family system is changing, it is evolving. We as Africans have been used to the extended family system, but that seems to be changing with advancement, and for that reason people are becoming more self-centered and they're losing sight of the responsibilities to the extended family. It leaves a gap in terms of the social needs, economic needs, and even spiritual needs for people, and especially children, parents, mothers especially, and the community as a whole. For that reason, World Vision Africa especially has a duty to find out innovative ways by which we can serve the needs of society, especially the children, the women, and even the elderly, and the community as a whole, as people forget about their roots, their family units, and look out for greener pastures, and also becoming more materialistic instead of spiritual and social oriented.
I'm Roberto Oliveira. I'm the WVI board chair, and I've just been to the African Forum. Was delighted, and I would like to make two comments. The first is we had a great opportunity to gather together, praise the Lord, something we should be doing more often, singing. Africa sings a lot, and we also had some governance remarks, both by me and Kevin, and also we had a session on board development that was very good, and we had a time to reflect on a very important theme, and that's my second subject, a theme on the family, because we, World Vision, say that we are Christ-centered, we're community, and we are child-focused. And where does the family fit in there? So we have to some time to reflect on that, because if you think about it, family is God-ordained, and so there's something to think about in our ministry, how to involve the families of our beneficiaries especially, and our donors as well. So we had a very enjoyable time, and we were very edified here, and people left charged and knowing more of the ministry in order to serve those who God loves so much.
Good afternoon. My name is Andrew Christoffels and I'm the board chair from World Vision South Africa. And it was great to be here at the Africa Forum in Accra, hosted by World Vision Ghana. My first thing about the theme, I was quite excited about the theme because we always have to remind everyone working for World Vision that the child must be at the center of everything that we do. So the child is part of the family, and with the erosion of family values over the years, it is quite important to actually make that the focal point. So the theme for this conference was right on, spot on, and I must say I was quite excited to have that. The forum itself, it had just ended, and we're about to go for a barbecue. I must say it's very difficult at these functions because they feed you so well, and it's sometimes difficult because there are children that go hungry because of the poverty we have in Africa. So as a born-again Christian, I sometimes have difficulty trying to reconcile what we are doing and what is happening out there. But about the forum itself, everything was covered very well. I particularly enjoyed the involvement of the children and the choir during the worship sessions in the morning. It was great. That set the tone for the rest of the day. One area that I would like to mention is the area of governance. I feel that as we plan future fora, that we look very carefully at the area of governance, that we spend more time on governance issues. Yes, the board chairs and the national directors attended, and it's important that we get reports from the various nations, but we should try to raise the bar and really engage on issues around governance within NGOs worldwide. There's a lot to cover and a lot of areas where we can learn from one another. This is just a personal view. I do feel that board development needs a bit more attention, and as we develop our boards, we raise the bars and we raise the standards for the projects. So in closing, I'd like to see a move towards having mini boards for the various projects that we have, where we have members of the community on independent boards where they sit in and discuss what's being planned and what's being executed within the projects. This will also assist in good governance, that monies that have been dedicated for projects would be used very, very carefully, and we would get more mileage for the money that's been put in. I also, in closing, I'd like to thank the organizers and World Vision Ghana for having us over, and now it's time to enjoy ourselves and to see parts of Accra. This was my first visit to Ghana, and I'd like to say thank you very much indeed.
Celebrations, it's the mountain. You like it better over here? That's the Canadian flag, by the way. Oh yeah, and then there's a few other flags. You have blessed us so much today, and as a small token of our appreciation, I have written a letter to each of you on my letterhead. I'm the president of World Vision International, and so I wanted to personally, on behalf of my colleagues here and our whole organization around the world, tell you and leave with you, it's a laminated letter on my letterhead, so you can remember this day, you can look back on it, you can remember this is a building block as you build your life going forward, a life for change and a life for good. So I'm going to call out your name, and then I'll give you the letter. So first, this is a great name, Prosper. Vivian. Grace Teta. Lindsay. Thank you very much. God bless you.
I appreciate that you came here. We would like to present you a gift from all African children and all Ghanaian children.